Yes, I do.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so we will get started. Hello, Audrey. Chastity.
Yeah, Audrey.
Audrey.
Yeah, hi, Miss Barbara.
Hi, hello, hello, Chastity. Hello, Audrey. Audrey, you're on mute. Audrey, you are on mute, Audrey.
I'm gonna keep on muting, okay? Because I'm here with my granddaughter and she screams a lot.
I can't believe you have a granddaughter, Chastity.
Yeah, I do. She's
Oh,
she's gonna be 1.
oh my goodness.
She screams so loud, my ear hurts. Hold on, let me see if I can show you.
Okay. Audrey. Audrey is on mute.
Yeah. Audrey, you have, I probably, my son took my phone. I'm gonna go get it and call her. Audrey, you have to tap your screen.
Audrey.
And, oh, you're on
You hear
now.
me?
Yeah.
Yes, now I
Yes.
can hear you. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So we will start today with, I guess we'll go through the algebra practice test first, and then we'll go to our homework on worksheet number 5. Okay. So let me share my screen. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can go to college. Audrey, can you see that college prep, college algebra practice test? Do you see that on your screen?
Mm-hmm.
You see college prep, college algebra practice test due by May 18th, 2021. Do you see that on your screen?
Wait, I didn't see that. No, I don't see that yet. I see something else. Documents about.
Okay, let me, okay. You see it now?
Mm-mm. I know I touched something that I hadn't seen.
Let's see, new share. And do you see it? College algebra practice test, college prep, due by May 18th. No?
Yes, I was saying something from 1199. I don't know.
No. Do you see? Okay, let me do a new share again. Select the one. You don't see it now?
No, I know what happened.
What do you see on the screen?
I see you. I see a little girl and somebody feeding her, and then I see.
Oh, but you don't see. Oh, okay. Right. College algebra practice test. Share. College algebra practice test. You still don't see it?
It
says I'm screen
sharing. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
And at the bottom it says Caroline staff.
Do you see college prep, college algebra?
I ain't seen nothing like that.
You still don't see it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I did the new share. And I went to my documents. You still don't see it? Okay. All right, let me.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. It says I am screen sharing. Okay, let me. Actually, I'm going to go out and come back in. Okay, that's okay. Let's see, let me try it now. Screen share. Do you see it now? Audrey?
No.
You still don't see college algebra practice test?
Okay, let me go back and see what she got.
On the screen, no?
Okay, I see. Yes, oh, yeah, wait a minute.
See
Yes.
college prep, college algebra practice
Yeah.
test due
It
by
was
May
just there and
18th.
gone. It was just there. God.
And I'm seeing it on my screen. It says I'm screen sharing.
I see it just now. I know it gone. I don't know what happened.
What do you see?
It says allow display over other apps. That's what it says.
Says what?
Display over other apps. I don't know what that means.
Oh, that's Miss Beckles. Chastity. Let's see if Chastity sees it on the screen. Chastity, you're on mute. Chastity, do you see the screens at college prep, college algebra practice test?
Yes,
Chastity,
I do see it.
Chastity, what do you see on the screen, Chastity?
I see the
Chastity,
that happens to Can you hear me
Miss Beckles? Chastity, what do you see on the screen?
The practice test. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah, I see the practice test.
college algebra practice test due by May 18th, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Audrey said she doesn't see that because it says I'm screen sharing, so I don't know what's
That's here.
Audrey. It's got to be from her end. Audrey, she left. Audrey, yes, it says I'm screen sharing and I see it, but she said she didn't see it. She sees something totally different. But I know it's got to be from her end. That's why I wanted to know if you saw it. Okay, I want to get started. I must say everybody did well on this practice test. The scores range from good, very good, and excellent, which is actually excellent. And the nice thing about it is that most of you got all the extra credit problems correct, which is good. That counts towards your total. That substitutes for anything that you may have gotten wrong. We substitute that in, so that is good. Okay. We'll get started.
Audrey's trying to connect.
Yeah, she's.
Hello?
Hello, Audrey.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, can you see the screen? Because
Yes, I see it now.
oh, okay, because Chastity saw it. Okay. I was just saying that everybody did quite well on this. I think Audrey, you had all the extra credit, right? And so did Chastity, had all the extra credit ones correct. But I was going through what was missed, and I was kind of surprised that I think all of you missed number one.
Number one.
Well, no, I take it back. No, Chastity had number one right. Audrey, you had it. Latoya missed it. But everybody missed number two. Okay.
Number two.
Yes.
I had B for number two. What? It was wrong?
Well, you had, yeah, you had B. That's right. You had B. Chastity had B, and Latoya had A.
Let's just go through all of them.
Okay. Well, okay, we'll go through all of them because I think they were out of the number of problems. Let's see, there was 20.
Well, I don't have my the test actually on me. I left it at home, so.
Okay, that's all right. I'll go through it. I'll go through all of them. Although of the 20 questions, I think 9 of them everybody had right, but then the other ones, various ones of you had it incorrect. Okay, so we'll go
The
through.
one
all
that
of
I changed 19 and it was right when I put it first and then I
Yes, you
changed it.
did. I put that on there, Audrey. You,
Oh,
you
man,
sent
I
me a
was so
second
upset with
answer and it
myself.
was correct the first time.
Yes. And then I
Okay.
come back home in the evening and I looking at my paper and I say, wait, that can't be right, and I changed it.
Yeah, you did, and it was correct. All right, number one. Now, number one is kind of a test to see if you understand your signs, right? You have a
Mhm.
minus 3AB, you have a plus 4AC, and you have a minus 2AD. Now, when you put a minus in front of this expression, minus times a 3AB gives you a minus 3AB. And then a minus times a minus 4AC gives you a plus 4AC. And then a minus times a plus 2AD gives you a minus 2AD. So then your answer should have been true, correct? So I think you all got that one correct. But now number two, I was surprised you missed it, unless maybe you didn't know what this symbol was. Does anybody know what that symbol is?
Division.
Yes,
Division.
that's division, right?
Mm-hmm.
Division.
That's right, that's division. Now, if you have $500 and you gave X dollars to one son, what you have left is the difference between 500 and X. What kind of symbol is difference?
The difference is to subtract.
That's right. So what's the answer?
4.
D.
B.
D.
D.
And I was surprised. I think you all missed that one.
Yeah, I descend. Oh man, I just I get that wrong.
Everybody missed that one. And I was kind of surprised because I thought, well, two sons, $500. One has, like if you say you gave one 100, you have $400 left. How did you get it? 500 minus 100. So if it's
I don't know
X,
what you're thinking.
500 minus
Yeah.
X. Chastity, what were you thinking on number two?
I think I get which one.
You said
B.
B.
Mm-hmm.
That's a division, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's two people and $500, one get part, one get another part. Subtraction is the way you find the second part. X dollars to one son. So X subtracted from 500 will give you what he gave to the other son. So it should have been D, right?
Mm.
Okay. So
That's cool.
let me just put the answers here so you see what the answers are. Let's see. Okay. So this one was answer A, true.
A.
Right. And two
I got
was
that
what?
wrong because they said it was false.
Yeah,
think
you
I got
said
B.
false. You said B.
Yeah, I think I said B.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
according to signs, that's correct, right? Minus, minus, minus. Okay. Minus, plus, minus. Minus, minus, plus. So that's true. So, and two should have been D. D. Okay.
I gotta go over that one again.
Which
Like
one?
number one.
Number one?
Yeah,
Well,
so you
that's
have to go
signs,
again.
That's signs, Audrey. If you have a minus, a plus, a minus,
Let's call them negative.
whatever
yeah.
you get over here should be minus, first expression, plus, second expression, third, next one. So if you put a minus in front of this whole thing, then this one has to be a plus.
So the
plus.
3AB would have been minus, all the minuses would have gone together. That's what you're saying?
Well, yeah, the minus goes in front of the expression, right?
So that means it would be 3AB
Minus 3AB.
minus 3AB
The minus goes in, this is a plus right here, right?
minus 4AC.
Minus time a plus is a minus. Minus time a minus is a plus, right? Like signs multiply to give you plus. And then a minus time a plus gives you a minus. So when you put a minus in front of the expression, you get this exact same expression. You follow, Audrey? Okay.
Yeah, I think they're not too fast.
Okay. Now, you know the sign rules, right?
You said
I-
that the minus,
Minus times a minus
You
gives
said
you
it's-
what, Audrey?
minus times minus is,
Give you what? What sign?
you said minus plus minus.
No, minus times a minus. What sign do you get?
Positive.
Positive. That's right, because like signs give you positive, right?
Yeah.
But if you have a minus times a plus, those are unlike signs, right? So minus, let's put it in parentheses, minus times plus. This is plus. Gives you what,
Okay.
Audrey? What does this give you? What sign?
Negative.
Negative, that's right. Unlike signs give you negative. Then minus times minus, we have that again. Minus times minus is plus. Minus times plus is minus. And minus times minus again is minus times plus is minus. So when
Okay.
you put this sign out here, you're applying that sign to everything within the parentheses, Audrey. You follow?
The negative sign.
The negative sign outside of the parentheses applies to everything within the parentheses, applies to this whole expression. Got it?
And the first one too.
It applies to everything. The
And the
3AB,
3AB.
the minus
I mean
4AC,
at the
the
beginning.
plus 2AD.
And at the beginning too,
What do you mean the beginning?
where it started at number one, it says negative 3AB, the first
Well,
one.
this you're saying, is this expression equal to this expression, true or false?
Oh,
And it's true because this is a minus, minus times a plus is a minus for 3AB. This is a minus times a plus is a minus, right?
I'm so
Okay.
confusing. Anyway,
No. When you apply the negative to this expression, do you get back this expression? What's a minus times a plus? A minus, so minus 3AB. This is 4AC, right? Minus times a minus. Well, let me do it like this. Okay. Okay, so we have a minus 3AB. Okay, we have a minus 3AB, and when we apply the minus to the 3AB, we should get a minus. Do we get a minus, Audrey?
minus
Times a plus
Plus.
gives what?
minus times.
Minus times a plus gives what sign?
Is
A
a
minus?
negative.
It gives a minus. That's right. That's right. Chance to give a minus. So a minus times a plus 3AB give you a minus 3AB. You understand that, Audrey? We just taking the 3AB.
Uh-huh.
A minus 3AB. All we are saying is that when we apply this negative outside the parentheses to this plus 3AB, we get a minus 3AB because unlike signs multiply to give you a negative. So you're okay with the 3AB?
Yes, I don't know. I forget that.
Okay. All right, let's take them one by one. Okay, can I take a minus?
That's one.
And I take a minus.
But that doesn't have a parentheses around it. That's why we're
Okay.
looking at.
And this a minus, and this is a plus 3AB. Now, if I multiply this, what do I get,
So
Audrey?
Miss Barbara, where you get the plus from? Where you get the plus sign from?
When you don't put a sign, it's a plus.
Oh,
You don't have to put a sign. That's the default.
okay.
So that's a plus. So a minus, this minus here, times this plus 3B. What would this give you? This simplified, Audrey. Let me put this and call this a -1. What's a -1 times a plus 3AB, Audrey? What's that equal to?
I'm not sure. I can't think right now.
What's a -1 times a plus 3AB? Audrey?
Mhm,
What's the answer?
-1.
What's that equal to,
That's
Audrey?
it. This one?
But you have a coefficient. You can call this a coefficient, but this doesn't have a variable. And then we have a 3. So what's a -1 times a plus 3? Audrey?
Mm,
A -1 times a plus 3.
mm, mm, mm.
Audrey?
I don't understand that. I don't understand it. I really
A
don't.
-1 times a plus 3 is what, Chastity? What's 1 times 3, Audrey?
It's minus
Go ahead.
three,
-3.
3AB,
Audrey?
right?
Yeah, it'd be a minus. So a -1 times a plus 3 is a -3AB. Audrey, you following me?
Yeah,
I'm just taking them one at a time. I'm taking this minus as if it's a -1, because a 1 doesn't change the value, right? So
okay.
I'm taking 1 times the plus 3AB, and like Chasta said, that's a -3AB. That matches this. So I know that one is correct, right? Let's go to the 4AC. Let's take the -1 again, and we're going to multiply it by the 4AC. Okay. So I take that, put it here. Take them like one at a time. Okay. So -1 times a -4AC. That's what I'm taking this, right? So this would be times a minus. Let's put a minus here. And this is a 4AC. 4AC. So a -1 times a -4AC. What is that equal to, Audrey?
Positive,
Positive what?
positive 4AC.
That's right. Plus 4AC. Okay. Let's take the next one, the AD. Okay, so I'm going to copy this and put the -2 AD. Okay, so -1 times a plus, and this is a plus 4 AD. What's that equal to, Audrey?
Wait,
380.
what?
Four,
What's a -1 times a plus 4 AD?
480.
280?
I'm sorry, 280,
Oh.
not 480, 280.
Oh,
What's that equal to, Audrey?
280.
Negative
Plus
280.
or minus?
Negative, yes.
Negative,
280.
negative 2AD. Isn't that exactly what you have here? Minus
Yes.
3AB plus 4AC minus 2AD. So they're equal. You follow?
Yes.
All right. So if you take them one at a time, you'll see that when you put a -1 times this expression, you get back the exact expression we have here on the left.
Mhm.
Okay. So that means it's true. These are equal expressions.
So you say that you get a 1 after the equal sign?
Well, I put a 1 here because this minus is the same as if this had been -1. Okay, because 1 times something doesn't change the value of it, right? 1 time
Okay.
3 is 3, 1 time 4 is 4, 1 time -5 is -5. So I made them a -1 instead of just a minus. So you applied it to each term and you got back what you had on the left. Got it?
Okay. Yeah,
But how we get the one, -1? Why do we get the -1?
Because,
because the A and the B has one, right?
yeah,
the letters-
see, this says apply the minus. But this is the same as if I said apply a -1, Chastity, because the 1 doesn't change your value. Because when you multiply 1 by a variable or number, you get back the same number, right? 1 times 32 is 32. 1 times 12 is 12. 1 times 4 is 4. -1 times 4 is -4. Okay? Just to simplify it, for, so because Audrey is the one that she had a problem with it, I said, well, let me make it a -1 instead of just a minus. Multiply it out, and you get the answers here that match what you had here on the left.
Okay.
You got it, Chastity?
Yeah.
That makes it clear when you see a negative sign like that, put a 1 on it.
Okay.
Won't change the value. Okay, but define rules: minus time plus minus, minus time minus plus, minus time plus minus. And that's what you have over here. Okay,
Okay.
all right.
Mhm.
And number 2, now you know if you have 2 sons, you give one you have $500, give one X dollars, subtract the X from 500, that would be what the second son would have. So it'd be 500 minus X. Questions? And then number 3, I was surprised that, let's see, only one person got that one right. What's the formula for the area of a square, Audrey?
The area of square is length by width
Area of a square?
twice. Length, two lengths by
That's the
two-
rectangle.
the square. Length
Area
plus
of a
width plus
square
length
is
plus
what
width.
formula?
The length plus width plus length plus width.
No, area of a square.
The
Chester, you
area
know
of
the
square is
area of
the
a
length
square?
multiplied by width multiplied by the height or something like that. I don't know.
No, area of
Well-
square is equal to
Uh,
square of a side, because a square, all the sides are equal, right? So we can write this as A for area equal, and let's just put side and put square. That's the formula for the area of a square, because all sides are equal.
Are the same, yeah.
So if you square the sides, you get the area. So if this area is 169, okay? Put 169 square centimeters. So let's copy that. So we put in for area 169 square centimeters, all right? And that's equal to, let's just put the equal.
Tomatoes or whatever it's like trying to buy. I walked around, I went
That
next door to
equal
Rite
what?
Aid. I went across the
Side
street.
square equal.
Went-
Hello, Latoya. So that's equal to side square. So Audrey, how do you solve for side? S.
For one side.
Because it's asking you, what is the length of one side? If 169 square centimeters,
Divide it by one, by this. By 2.
no. Latoya,
divide
do
it
you
by
know what
4.
you do? Latoya, you're on mute. How would you solve for the side, the length of a side?
You multiply.
Right here? No.
Where you are?
Number 3.
What if I divide mine? I get 40 point something,
Oh,
then I change it. and I do
No.
something.
What do you do?
She said,
Divide.
No.
You add?
No.
You don't subtract, you multiply, you divide.
No. You take the square root.
Oh,
The square root of a square will give you back your results, right?
Oh,
See if I have
oh,
it.
you're doing the test?
Yes, we're doing the test.
Oh,
And I was saying
wow.
everybody did very well. It was from excellent
yeah,
to,
you have smart students.
yes, you're right. I have
Mhm.
very smart students. Let's see, I don't, well, I want to
169.
find
Oh, oh my
the
God.
square root. Okay. Was trying to find the square root symbol. Let's see, insert. See,
Oh,
something
God.
I don't have online.
Body type
I'll just call it a square root. Okay, let's see. I'll just call it square root. I was looking for a radical sign. Because it's covered up where I can get one from my symbols. So I'll put here square root.
13.
Of 169.
So just
It's
take,
13, Miss Barbara.
yeah, I know, but just take, I want you to take this, the square root, take square root
Of 169
of both sides.
of both sides.
Yes,
Huh?
yes.
It'll be 26 then.
No, the square root of 169, like you said, Audrey, you said what, 13? So
13
that's
is
gonna
one
be
side.
13. And what's the square root of S square?
39.
No, it's just S.
Oh, S. Oh.
The square root of a square is just the variable of the number, because the square root is raising it to the 1/2. So 2 raised to the 1/2 is just S to the 1. So
Second.
13 is the length of a side. This would be centimeters.
Mhm.
13 to the fourth.
No. The
What you
square
say?
root is just going to give you a square root of 169 square centimeters, which would be 13 centimeters. The square root of S square is just S. So the answer is C.
Oh,
Remember,
6 centimeters, yeah.
yeah, remember
Okay.
a square rectangle areas are different. Area of a rectangle
What you think about
is
it? Hey,
length
now, so
times
what you do?
width, but area of a square is the square of a side, because all the sides are equal for a square. So if you're given the area and you need to find the length of a side, just take the square root of the area. That's it. Take the square root of the area, that gives you the length of a side. So we took the square root of this expression and we got 13 centimeters equal to the length of the side. So the length of the side is 13 centimeters, or C. Questions?
No, I got that one right.
Yeah, you had that one right. Let's see, number 3. I was looking at all of the problems. I think 9 of them, everybody had 9 of them right.
Let me see.
But then there were some that some had right and some didn't.
Can you do the
Yeah,
three,
number,
please?
no. Yeah, number 9, I
Question?
get it. Let me see.
Chastity, you had a question?
3.
On this one?
Yeah, can you just do the square? Like,
Yeah, this was a square. All sides are equal for a square. So the area of a square is the square of a side. So area equal the side raised to the second power. That's what square is, right? Now to solve for the area, you take the square root of both sides, take the square root of 169 square centimeters and the square root of S square. Square root of 169 square centimeters is 13 centimeters. 13 times 13 gives 169. That's what the square root is. The product of the same number or variable, okay? And the square root of S square is just S. Questions, Chastity?
no, okay, I got it. Thank you.
Got it? All right, so the answer is C, because Audrey, you said, let's see, you had, how did you get B? Audrey, you said B. How did you get B? Chastity, you said B also. How did you get B?
I don't know. I think I divided by the
Divided?
I think I divided by 4 or something like that, or 2. So I divided by
Oh,
something.
okay.
I can't remember what I
Oh, all
divided.
right. Because I know you and Chastity both had B, and I was wondering how did you get
Yeah.
B? Okay. All right. Let's go to number 4. Number 4. Find the values of X for the following equation. Let's see now. Number 4. Let's see. You missed this one, Audrey. So did you, Chastity. And Latoya, you had it right. What did you do, Latoya?
Yeah, which one?
That's a quadratic
Number 4.
equation.
This is factoring, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you
So
got
I said,
Quadratic equation.
I said a minus 30, a plus 32.
instead of 1.
Oh, no, a minus 8 and a plus 4.
Well,
X
you have an X
plus 4.
and an X, right? So let's just put the X. Now, in order to get a 32 minus 32, what two numbers must multiply to give you a minus 32?
8 and minus 4 and times 4.
Okay.
A minus 8 and a times 4. 8
A
and 4.
minus 8 and 4.
Yeah. A minus 8 and a times 4. Or minus 4.
Okay. So if
A
we
plus
put
4 and a minus 8.
okay, a minus, you said a plus what?
4 and a minus 8. You keep the sign of the bigger number.
Okay, so you say a plus 4 and a minus 8. Now, what Latoya is saying is, okay, a minus 8 times a plus 4 will give you a minus 32. Remember from your signs, right? Minus 8 let's put that in parentheses times a plus
It's like a
4.
quadratic.
Yeah, this is a quadratic equation.
Yeah.
This gives you a minus 32, right? Now, if you can multiply the two numbers and get your constant, and then you can add them to get the coefficient of your X. So this would be, let's just put this here, minus 8, a minus 8 plus 4. But a minus 8, and we add that minus 8. We're going to add these minus 8 plus 4. What's that equal to, Latoya? A minus 8 and a plus 4.
A minus 4.
A minus 4. But is that what you see in your quadratic?
No, it's a plus 4.
So what's wrong? So what's wrong with these numbers here?
You should turn them around.
So tell me what to write.
It's I said X plus a minus 8 and 4.
Now,
Minus 8.
what goes here for the factors?
8 minus 8.
Yeah, but when I did this, I got a minus 32. But when I add those two numbers, I get a minus 4. I want to get a plus 4. So what should these numbers be? What must be the signs of these numbers so that when I multiply them, I get a minus 32 and I add them and get a plus?
X minus, X minus.
No. How do you get a plus 4 from an 8 and a 4? What must the signs be?
Plus
Plus on what?
on the 8.
That's right. This must be a plus. So this must be plus, right? And this must be minus. So your factors should be minus 4 and plus 8, because now when you put a plus 8 and a minus 4, you get what? The plus 4. And that gives you the plus 4, which is what you want, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So your numbers are plus 8 and minus 4. Now, if this quadratic is equal to 0, that means all the factors are themselves equal to 0. So that means x minus 4 equal 0. Small x. And x plus 8. X plus 8 equal 0. So what is, if x minus 4 is equal to 0, what is x equal to?
0.
No. Audrey, if x
Huh?
minus 4 is equal to 0, what is x equal to? Solve this for x. What do you get?
X equal plus 4.
That's right, plus 4. Okay, now if x plus 8 is equal to 0, what is x equal to?
And minus X equal minus 8.
Right, x equal minus 8. And that's your answer. So which one is it? A, B, C, or D?
It's C.
C, that's right, answer C. There are a couple of things you got to remember here. This is a quadratic. Whenever you have a variable square, and it's usually an x and a coefficient in front of x and a constant, that's a quadratic. Now, if the quadratic is equal to 0, then its factors are also equal to 0. So once you factor it, you've got what? The minus 4 and the plus 8, then you've got to set each of these factors equal to 0 and then solve for the x. So if x minus 4 is 0, x is a plus 4, x plus 8 is 0, subtract the 8, x equal minus 8. Where you see the minus 8 and the 4 is answer C. Questions on number 4?
It's probably I get number 2 wrong. I don't understand.
Talking.
Yeah, you
What
had,
was it? What was the answer?
yeah, number 2. I think that one, I went through an extensive thing on that one. Okay, let me go back up to number 2.
I just want to see what the answer was. D.
Oh, no, this one, okay, no, that was the other one I went pretty exclusive, kind of long answer. Okay, $500 to 2 sons, he gave X to 1 son. So that means 500 minus X would be what's left for the other son, right? So you pick the one where you subtracting the X from the 500, and that's D.
Oh,
You had A.
yeah, I had it.
But
But you
that
said
would
2
be,
sons.
that was for him to have more than 500, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if he only has 500, he cannot have 500. He gives the 2 sons 500 plus X. Because say if he gave one $100, he doesn't have 600 left.
I was thinking in terms of
He
money,
have
not
more
words.
than what he started with.
Yeah,
right?
I was thinking
Yeah.
in terms of money.
Yeah, well, if you had put some money in there, you would have gotten it right. Just make X $100. So you gave one son 100. How much did you give the second son, Audrey?
400
400. How did you get that?
by subtracting.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. You
And I was
plug a
saying that,
number in
that's
there,
not
you
it, but
got
then
it.
it said, no, that can't be right. Sometimes, you let instinct carry you away sometimes.
Yes, sometimes if you have a variable and it's giving you a little problem, put a number in there. And what you naturally do, that's what you do here. You said, okay, let me subtract $100 from 500. Then I give my other son $400. So how did I do that? I subtracted the 100 from 500. So I subtract the X from 500. Got it?
Yeah.
All right. So that was we did number 4. Okay. Number 5. Let's see. Number 5. Latoya, you had that one correct.
Which one?
Audrey, what
I
happened
don't
to you
see
at number 5?
Well, no, I know what you do wrong.
What did you, when you saw this said right triangle, what did it make you think about? Pythagorean, right?
What, Pythagorean theorem or something like that?
That's it, Pythagorean.
Yeah.
PH,
I know where you went wrong.
Pythagorean.
I think I guessed the answer for this one.
You guessed it,
I was like, I can't be bothered. Think out. I just guess.
Pythagorean. Okay, there we go. And the Pythagorean says what? For a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse, let's just put that square, is equal to the sum of the squares of the two sides, right? So let's just write what the formula looks like. So C square equals A square
Plus B square.
plus B square. That's 2.
You know what I didn't say too, but I ain't getting right. I know what you do wrong.
And what are you given here in this problem? You're given the hypotenuse. So this is going to be plus B square. So let me put that there. All right. So all that saying, and let me just, let's put the little C in to be consistent. Okay. Now you're given the hypotenuse, right? And you're given one of the sides, and you define the side of the other leg. Now, all this means is, let me do a new share. Okay. Now, this is saying, okay, here's a triangle. This is a right triangle. That means it has a 90-degree angle, right? This is the hypotenuse. So this is our C.
That's the longest side.
That's the longest side. That's right. And the legs are A and B. Right? So I just want you to picture in your mind the triangle.
You see the normal screen what happened there now? Oh
You
my goodness.
You don't see the
See the normal screen.
you don't see that, Audrey?
Okay, I see it now.
You
Yeah.
see the whiteboard? Okay,
Yes.
so I drew a triangle. So the longest side, like Latoya said, is this side. That's the hypotenuse. And your legs are A and B. And it doesn't matter how you label these. You could call this A and this B. Now, in this problem, you're given this longest side, and you're given one of the legs, and you define the other. So let's go back to our screen. Right. Now, what is the C here, Audrey? What is the hypotenuse? I'm just going to copy this. You tell me what is C in the
20 inches.
That's right, 20 inches. So let's put the 20 here. So the C, we substitute 20. And A is what?
And A is the 12.
12, that's right. And then we have an unknown leg. right, so what's 20 times 20? Audrey,
400,
400. What's 12 times 12?
144,
144, right? Okay, so this will be plus b squared. Let's just copy that. All right, now what do we do next, Audrey? What do you do next?
you square, you add and then you square it. I'm not sure.
No. If you want to get all these constants together, what would you have to do to get the 144 with the 400?
You add it to both sides.
No, if you add it, you're going to still have 144 plus 144 on the right. Do the opposite of addition. What's that, Audrey?
The one, I now hear you clearly.
Do the opposite of addition.
It's subtraction.
Okay, so you will subtract 144 from both sides. All right, so let's do that. Let's take this equation, copy it, and subtract our 144, both sides. So this will be minus 144. And on the right side, minus 144. Minus 144. So Audrey, what do we get on the left side? 400 minus 144 is what?
Okay, 144.
400 minus 144.
It's 250.
To what?
256. Let me see. 426. 1
That's
plus
right.
5.
256. Correct.
56.
And on the right, you
256.
get just what? Just the b square. That's that leg. Okay, so let's just copy that because plus 144 and a minus 144 gives you 0. So this would be just b squared. Now, how do we solve for b, Audrey?
Oh, it's off of B.
Yes. Okay, we have,
So you
back
have
up
the
here.
right, you square it.
no, it's already squared.
So you only
So how when we have a square, how do we solve for the variable of the number?
I'm not sure.
You take the square root. The square root of a square would just give you the variable of the number. So square root of both sides. Okay, so what's the square root of 256?
16.
16.
16.
Okay, 16. And what's the square root of b squared?
B square.
Square root of b squared.
B
B square raised to the 1/2 power just gives you b, right? So that would be b. And if 16 is the sides of one leg, then that's what? A. Answer A. That's your answer. Okay, that's the Pythagorean. You can find the hypotenuse if you know the size of both legs, or if you're given a leg and hypotenuse, you can find the size of the other leg. And normally the answers come out as perfect square roots. Okay. Questions on number 5. Pythagorean. This only holds for right triangles, and right triangles have 90-degree angle. Okay. Now let's go to number 6. Let's see who has 6. Latoya, you had 6, right? And, okay, let's go to number 6.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Yeah, you had number 6, right? Okay. We want to find the value of X for this equation. So what do you do first, Latoya?
The X square
No, something you have to do before that.
plus 6 on both sides.
That's right. You add 6 to both sides. All right. So add 6. What does that give you?
Cancel out 6 and 144.
You get what?
X square equal 144.
Okay. You get X squared equal 144.
It is 12.
144. So you know what number squared to give you 144, right?
12.
12. So you take the square root, take square root. Of both sides. And the square root of the X squared is just X. And the square root of 144 is equal to 12. What answer is that?
B as in boy.
Yes, answer B. Audrey, questions? Chastity, question?
No.
Yeah. So you're gonna get your constants together, 6, and it's 138. And you can only do that by adding because it's a subtraction. So 6 and 138 is 144. And then you square root. Just remember, when you take the square root of a square, you get back the variable. Or if it's a number, you'd get a number, okay? Because square root is raising the number to the 1/2 power. 2 times 1/2 is 1. X to the 1 is the same as X. Questions? Number 7. Number 7. Latoya, you missed 7. Audrey, you missed 7. Chastity, you had 7, right?
Huh?
You missed number 7.
What was number
Let me
7
see.
now?
Yeah, the answer was 48. My spirit tell me it was 48, but I don't know. I couldn't get it out.
Yeah, it was. You're right. It is 48. Number
My
7.
spirit jumped out
Number
and told me it
7
was
is-
48.
So
And I
why did
changed
you-
my
Why did
answer.
you put B?
I changed my answer.
Why did you put B, Latoya?
I changed my answer. I told you. Some things just pop out and then I change my answer back.
What
was
happened
doing
with
the-
you on this one, Audrey?
I know.
was-
I know I
I
missed
was
that.
doing the test 1 o'clock in the morning.
What is
Really?
Chastity, you had this one correct. What did you do? Or did you guess?
The length of a
guess.
rectangle is 3 inches.
Chastity?
3, right?
Number 7.
I have so much to say.
Chastity, how did you solve number 7?
Man, you see me do something, man. No,
I don't remember.
Yeah, I know, that was a bit involved.
Length of a rectangle is 3 inches.
Length is 3 inches less than twice its width. Somebody tell me, how do you write this? Okay. How do you write this? Underline it. How do you write that, Chastity? How do you write length of a rectangle is twice its width? Now we know, okay, we did that before. Area of rectangle equal length times width. We said that before, right? So we're given the area And we given the relationship between length and width. So area equal length times width. So A equal L times W. Okay. Let's just make that, let's make this a capital. So it's gonna look like a 1, okay? Times W. Okay. Now, how do I write length of a rectangle is 3 inches less than twice its width? Now, is an equal. Chastity, how do I write that? I'll start you off. Length equal what? Chastity, you're on mute.
Miss Barbara. hello.
Chastity, how do I write length is 3 inches less than is a subtraction. Twice
Minus-
its width means 2 times.
minus
So how do
3,
I write that?
3x2.
I don't know, Miss Barbara.
Audrey, you know? Audrey, how do I write that? 3 inches is a subtraction. Twice its width means 2 times the width.
So a negative, is that negative?
No,
X.
no, the 3
Yeah.
inches is going to be subtracted
3x,
from
negative
twice the
3x.
width. So what do I
Um,
put
yes.
first, Audrey?
Sure. Minus 3x.
No. And we use an L and W. L for length, W for width. The length is, that's an equal. How do I write twice its width? Audrey, how do I
2x.
write that
2x.
mathematically?
2x,
Well, I'm using W.
2w minus 3.
W square.
No, twice.
2x, 2w minus
2W.
3.
2W.
W.
Minus
Now
3.
that's twice its width, right? Now, Audrey, how do I write 3 inches less than that? How do I write that mathematically?
Negative 3.
That's it. Very good. Okay, minus 2. That's saying what? Twice, 3 inches less than twice the width. Twice the width is 2W, right? And less than, 3 inches less than means 3 subtracted from it. So I get 2W minus 3. So that's what this translates to. The length is 3 inches less, subtract 3 from twice the width, which is 2W. Okay. Now, since you know that L is 2W minus 3, you can substitute L into this equation. So do that. Take this equation and substitute what we just got for L, 2W minus 3. All right. So put the 2W minus 3 right here. 2W minus 3. Okay. And we know that A is 135. So we can substitute our area 135. Now, Audrey, what is my next step? So this is L. Let me just put this in parentheses, makes it easier for you. Okay, so that's L times W. So when you multiply that out, Audrey, what do you get? 3, 5 equal what?
Times TW minus 3.
Multiply
That's what you said, multiply.
2W minus 3 times W. What does that give you?
135, you say multiply by 3W minus 3.
2W minus 3 multiplied times W. What does that give you?
2W.
Multiply W times 2W, then multiply W times minus 3. What does that give you?
W, 2Ws. 2Ws.
What's 2W times W?
Is 2.
3W. No,
Oh, that's not an add, it's a multiply.
Was is 2.
Think of these as exponents. That's a W to the 1 and a W to the 1. So Chastity, what's 2W times W?
2W to the second.
That's it, 2W to the second.
Oh,
These are powers, right? Or exponents. That's a 1, that's a 1. So let's just put the square, 2W squared. All right. And what's minus 3 times W?
3 times W minus 3.
What's minus 3 times W, Audrey?
Is 3W
Plus or minus?
minus 3W.
That's right, minus 3W. So now you have a quadratic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is a quadratic. Because if you subtract the 135 from both sides, you'll get 2W squared minus 3W minus 135 equals 0. So let's just do that. You see you have a quadratic equation. All right, subtract. Okay, 135 from both sides. All right, now that's going to give you 0 on the left, right? Equal. And let's just copy this and put our minus 135. And put the minus 135 here. And you have a quadratic. How do we solve this? How do we factor this? Anybody got any ideas?
2W, 2W.
Think of your
squared.
factors now. Normally we have a 1 in
like
front of
terms.
the W. What do you say, Latoya?
Combine like terms.
What do you mean combine like terms? This is a quadratic.
Quadratic.
Oh.
And then what I'm gonna do is change this, put it on the left and the 0 on the right.
Yeah, because I didn't understand.
Yeah, I know, it's usually the other way around. Okay. And that's equal to 0. And we want to solve our quadratic. So let's just put our factors here. Let's put our parentheses for our factors. And you just tell me what you think the factors are.
6 and 8.
6 times 8 does not give you 135.
No, I thought
What's
the
the
answer
thing?
you wanted. Sorry.
What did you say? I didn't hear.
No, she said 6 and 8. I'm saying, think of some factors for 135.
5. 5
5 and what?
and I don't know. 5 and 7.
17.
135, Latoya, not 35.
Oh, God.
135. Now remember you got a 2 there, right?
Oh, good evening.
What? I can't hear you.
Yeah, Toya.
Think of 2 numbers you can multiply and get 135. And I'll give you a hint. They both are
See?
numbers.
Right.
Anybody got
66 and
numbers?
66.
5.
What?
66.
66 is an even number. I said they both are numbers.
5.
60, 67 and 67.
3 and 45.
I say multiply.
3 and
Latoya.
45 is matter.
Multiply and get 135.
45 and 3.
No.
Well, 45 and 3, those are odd numbers,
Oh,
right? But They're too big. But Audrey, you getting close.
27 and 5.
No, work with your 45.
Huh?
Work with your
Okay.
45. 45 has a factor of what?
9 and 5.
9.
9 and 5. So one of your factors is going to be a 9.
What time is it?
Okay. One would be a 9. What do you think the other one would be?
15.
15. All right. So we have a 9 and we have a 15. Okay. All right. Now we know we have to have a 2W because we have a 2 coefficient there, right? So we're going to have a 2W and a W. Okay. Now, what do you think the signs would be on the 15 and on the 9?
Divide. No, can't be divided. It be multiplying.
Now
What's it
think,
said again?
yeah.
What?
What do you think the signs? Now it is 15 and it is 9. What do you think the signs on these? But think about you have a 2 here, right?
Plus
Which one is plus?
the 2W.
No, the 15 or the 9.
The 15 is a minus and the 9 is a plus.
Okay.
You say the 15 is a minus?
Yeah. No, the 15 is a plus and the 9 is a minus.
Okay, so let's just put that. You say the 15 is a plus and the 9 is a minus. All right, now let's test Latoya's theory out. 2W times W is what?
2W. 2 is
2W
4.
squared, this, right?
4W.
No, 2W times W, Audrey, is 2W squared,
Oh, 2W square. Okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
What's 2W times a minus 9?
2W minus 9.
Times a minus 9. What does that give you?
A minus 7.
No.
Latoya, we're multiplying here.
Minus W.
Oh,
Minus W.
2 times 9 is what?
18.
18.
18. So that's going to be a minus 18W. Okay. So you said 2W times W is 2W squared. 2W times minus 9 is minus 18W. Now let's go to 15. What's 15 times W?
15W.
That's right. Plus 15W. What's 15 times minus 9?
135.
Plus or minus, Latoya? Plus or minus?
7.
Minus.
7. W 7.
No.
Minus.
9 times 15 is 135. I'm asking, is it plus or minus?
Minus.
Minus.
The minus. Okay.
Minus 135. Okay, so let's just add that up. Bring that a little closer. Bring that a little closer. Now, is that looking like our quadratic?
Yeah. Plus
What's some?
18
Okay, let's just copy this
squared here.
and copy this here. Let's go to the next. Okay, let's just copy that and combine like terms. Okay, so what's a minus 18W and a 15W, Audrey,
Minus 18W.
and a plus 15W? What does that give you?
Negative and a
These
positive.
are minus and a plus. What does that give you?
3. Positive
Plus or
3W.
minus? No, the minus is the biggest. So the answer is got to be a negative. So it's what?
Three,
Minus 3W. Okay.
minus three
So
W.
this will be minus 3W. Okay. And then take out the 15W. Okay. So we know that those factors are correct, right? Now, and I said this is actually equal to 0. We didn't put the 0 there. That's equal to 0. So that means that those factors that we have here are equal to 0. So let me just copy these factors and set them equal to 0. And you tell me what the answer is. Okay. So 2W plus 15, and I'll just copy this twice. Okay, 2W plus 15 then has to be equal to 0. Right? And W minus 9 is equal to 0. Because if the quadratic is equal to 0, the factors are equal to 0. You don't need the parentheses there, actually. Okay. Now, if 2W is equal to 15, what is W equal to? Audrey, what's W equal to? What is W equal to? Latoya, you know?
If 2W is, if 2W plus 15 is equals to what?
If
To 0?
2W equal to 15, 2W plus 15 is equal to 0. What is W equal to?
9.
No, where are you getting 9? Right here.
Oh,
If 2W is equal to plus 15 is equal to 0. Well, let me just put 2W then equal minus 15, right? Then W equals minus 7.5. But we can't have a negative width, right?
yeah.
If W minus 9 is equal to 0, then W equal 9. So we have our width, right? So if our width is equal to 9,
I see where she at.
all right, go back up to here, we can find our length. Because we say length is 2W minus 3. So let's just copy that here and tell me what the length is. What's the length, Latoya?
7.5.
No, no. If W is 9, what is the length?
15.
2 times 9 is 18. So that's 2 times 9 minus 3 equals 18 minus 3 equal 15. So now you know your length and you know the width. So what is
She
the
got me. I see where she is.
what is the perimeter, Audrey?
Huh?
Isn't that what they ask
I
us?
find it you because I see and I know it's screen what you doing here.
We're trying to find the perimeter. Perimeter of a rectangle, what's the formula, Audrey?
The formula of a rectangle is
Perimeter
length
is
times
equal to
width
what? No, parameter.
plus length plus the width twice. Length twice, length plus width plus
2L plus 2W. 2L plus 2W. Now we know the length, we know the width. What is the perimeter, Audrey?
2 length plus 2W. 2 length.
The L is what?
I ain't seeing that from my screen. I ain't seeing that.
Right here. You don't see L equals 15?
No. I ain't seeing it. I ain't seeing nothing. So. Wait a minute, let me go back.
Oh, I'm on the other side, so I don't know. Maybe you don't see it.
Oh my gosh.
You see it? Latoya?
Okay.
Width is 9, so that's 2
Yeah.
times 9.
Okay, she says here now.
So perimeter is going to be equal to 30 plus 18 equal 48.
Oh my gosh.
What answer is that? 48.
48. Screen too
D.
fast. I can't even see it right
Answer
now.
D.
This problem will go screen fast. I can't even see it.
Okay, we'll go back through it, Audrey.
We're on the screen fast and I can't see it.
No problem. Okay,
It's very fast with the screen, man.
I completely got lost on this one. I have a huge headache. I didn't know when it was gonna finish. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, hold on.
yeah, this one was a bit involved. This one was a bit involved because number one, you had to set up a quadratic.
I'm moving on the screen too fast and I'm not seeing.
Okay, let's start back here. Area is length times width. Everybody good right there?
Yes.
A equal L times W.
Mhm.
We translated length is 3 inches less than twice the width. So that's length 2 times the width, subtract 3. Everybody with me? Okay.
Mhm.
The area is given as 135. The length we said is 2W minus 3 and then times width. That's just substituting in for the area formula. Got it? Everybody with me right here?
Mhm.
Okay, then we multiply W
I
times,
thought it said subtract. Oh, she getting there already. I thought she said subtract something from both sides.
no, right here. I'm taking this and expanding it. W times 2W minus 3. W times 2W is 2W squared, right?
Okay.
This is a 1, this is a 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Then W times a minus 3 is a minus 3W. Then I subtracted the 135 on both sides because the quadratic equation is set to 0. So that becomes 2W squared minus 3W minus 135 equals 0. Then we started trying to find the factors that would give us this quadratic. Now, at this point, you could really use the quadratic formula. There's a quadratic formula, and you may want to look at that and substitute in, like this is ax squared bx and then a constant, where a is a 2, b is a 3, and the constant is the minus 135. You could substitute in it, you get two solutions. One is positive, one is negative. The negative would make no sense for dimensions of a rectangle. So you don't use the negative, you use the positive one. Okay, then we figured out the 135, that if we take a 9 times a 15, we get a 135. But we had to figure out the signs, the plus or the minus, because the 9 has to be multiplied by 2W, and the 9 times the 15, and then the W times the 15, and the W times the 2W. All right. So we got our factors. We wrote out our quadratic, and we took out two factors and we set them equal to 0, because if the whole quadratic is equal to 0, the factors are also 0. But W minus 9 equals 0 give you a W plus 9. That will have to be our solution, because this one gives you a minus 15. We can't have a minus with. Okay.
2W15.
2W plus 15 equals 0. So 2W is a minus 15.
So a W minus 15?
Right here. 2W is a minus 15. W will be 15
2W
over
minus
2.
15. I see 2W minus 15.
See, that's a minus 7.5.
Minus 15.
Right here, this should
and
be
then she has a W minus 9.
We have a W minus 9 is 0, so add
Wait,
9 to
wait a
both
minute.
sides, W is a plus 9.
Oh, I
So
see
the
what
width,
happened. You
see, the
shift back on
width
the left
has to
side, that's
be
why I
a
didn't see all of that.
positive value, Audrey. It has to be a positive. We can't use a
Yeah,
negative
Miss
value.
Barbara, wait, Miss Barbara.
Yeah.
You shift back on the left hand side. I had to shift my thing on the left hand side. That way, miss all of that. I was looking on the
Oh,
right hand side, and you shift on back on the right hand side.
yeah,
Why
because
you
it
do that?
overflowed. So are you
Huh?
okay right here? Subtract
I have to
135
shift.
from both sides. Are you okay right here, Audrey?
So you say 2W squared
Yeah. Minus
plus
18W.
18W squared, right?
Are you
Plus
here
15W
on page
squared
6? Are you at
equals
page 6?
135. And then
Audrey,
you
are you on
say
page 6? You see the page number?
2W2 minus 3W minus 135 is 0.
That's right. That's the quadratic.
Okay, and then you say
Then we
2W
factored the
15.
quadratic.
0. And 2W equals 15, negative 15. W
Yes,
equals negative 7.5.
that's right. And that we throw away because we can't have a negative width. We have to have a positive. So we took the W minus 9, and that's equal to, add 9 to both sides, you get W equal 9. So now we know what the width is. The width of this rectangle is 9. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes,
if
I see that.
Okay, so if the width is
W
9,
minus 9.
let me bring that up. Well, we said from the beginning, length is 2 times W minus 3. So we can substitute this 9 in for the W and find the length, which is 15.
Okay.
Follow?
So the length is
15,
2W.
2W minus 3.
Uh-huh.
W is 9. So that's 18 minus 3, that's 15. Now we know the length. We know our length, we know our width. Perimeter formula is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So the length is 15, 2 times 15, the width is 9, 2 times 9, 30 plus 18, 48.
15. 2 times 15 plus 2 times 9.
Right, that gives you the perimeter. And we know the length is 15, the width is 9, 2 times 15 is 30, 2 times 9 is 18, 30 plus 18 is 48.
Okay. That's
These
a lot.
kind of problems normally give you just a
It's a lot.
setup.
That's a lot to handle.
Yeah, they give you a setup. So they will give you 4 choices and ask you which one of these would be correct for finding the perimeter. But to get this right setup, you pretty much got to solve it anyway, right? You got to find the length and the width because the perimeter is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Or another way you may be given to find the quadratic equation for this problem, and then that means your answer would just be the this here. 2W squared minus 3W minus 135 is 0. If they gave you a choice of quadratics, then this would be the correct one.
Oh, that's a long one, but that's a
Yeah,
different
that one was a bit involved. That's just a practice and
yeah, that's a different
and putting steps in to do it. But on the test, I wouldn't give you this kind of a problem. I'd give you probably a setup, or you just do part of it because you've got time constraints, you know. Okay, but I just want you to see the pieces it takes to solve a problem of this type.
I never had quadratic equation like that at all.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Okay.
never had none of that.
Yeah. It might be easier to do the quadratic formula, and maybe I'll do that next time. I'll just put the quadratic formula and then just really have you pick out the quadratic formula setup that's correct. Like give you the quadratic formula, pick the setup, you know, that wouldn't be so involved. But this was like I say, this is a practice. So I
Okay.
just want to see you, because I tell you the main thing I wanted you to do. And let's go. The main points I wanted you to do. If you, and I probably should have broken it down in the steps and asked you to give me this, the length 3 inches less than twice its width. And then after you gave me that, then I could ask you which one is the quadratic equation. You know, break it down like 3 parts, a 7a, a 7b, a 7c. Okay. The more I looked at that, I realized I should have broken it down into parts. Because sometimes you get a bit tired when you have several steps for a problem. Okay, but Chastity, you made a good guess. Chastity made the guess. She had it right. Okay, 7. Let's go to number 8. Okay, now that one, number 8, Latoya had it right. Okay. You had that one right, Audrey. Chastity, what happened on number 8? I think Chastity didn't have that one right.
I don't know.
Now this one, if you put in units, feet, that one's what? Number 8. Now, how could you do this one so that you come out with cost? What would you do to feet and dollars per foot to come out with dollars? Would you multiply? Would you divide? Would you add, or would you subtract? Chastity, which one? If you have feet and you have dollars per foot, just think of the units. What mathematically would you do with feet?
Adding?
No, and dollars per foot. What operation could you do on feet and dollars per foot to get just dollars? It wouldn't be adding.
Multiplying?
That's it, multiplying. Because if you had feet, let's just put it here. Feet, that's the answer. Feet times dollars per 1 foot would give you dollars. And they ask you for the cost. So that means the answer would have to be, like you said, multiplying. And the multiplying one is B. So answer okay. Sometimes if you put in the units, that helps you solve the problem. Because if you add or subtract, you're not going to get dollars. But if you say feet times dollars per foot, see, feet cancels feet and you have just dollars left. So the answer is B. And I think everybody got number 9 right? B and C and subtract D. So it's adding B and D and B and C and subtract D. So answer C. I think everyone got that right. I think number 10, you know interest, that's good. You multiplied loan amount 500 times the rate as a decimal 0.06 times the time, 4 years, and you got B 120. So this one, let's just put the answer there. Yeah, 9. I think everybody got number 9, right? Okay, so this is the answer here. So answer 8. Okay, so add B and C and subtract D. So that's answer C. You all had that one right. You all understand it. Simple interest. So you had that one right. So that one was what, 120? answer B. So this is answer B. Okay. Now let's go to 11. Let's see, I think everybody had that one right. You just divided by 5 and you got X is 4. So answer A. Okay, now number 12. Okay, everybody got 12 right. Good, you did the ratio proportion. And number 12, you got C. Okay. Let's put the answers here because on your papers, you all had that one right. Okay. Answer C. Let's look at the next one. Okay, 13. Good, you all had that one right. Very good. Answer 13 is C.
Can you please do 12?
Oh, you want me to do 12? Okay. All right.
Yes, please.
Okay. Now 12 is a ratio, right? So to set it up, you'd have what? 7. That's the ratio. Proportion is the setting two ratios equal, right? So this would be 7. And let's just underline that over 5. And that would be equal to what? What would that be equal to, Audrey?
210. 5 over 7.
Okay, 210 over n. Two 10 over n, and that's what we're looking for. How tall is the second building? So that would be n. And Chastity, how would you solve it at this point? What would you do? Chastity, how would you solve it? Okay, you got 7. Okay, so you could cross multiply here. Let's just bring this down. Answer C. Okay, so just cross multiply here, right? Cross multiply. All right, and that would be 7n equals, that would give you 7 times n right here. 7n and 210 times 5 is what? 1050. 5 times 0, 0, 5, 10. And then divide both sides by 7. And if you do that, I don't want to go to the next page, you'll get n equals 150. Answer C. You okay, Chastity? Chastity?
Yes.
Okay, that's how you would solve it. You set it up as a ratio equal to a ratio. So 7 over 5. And let me just. Okay. And that would be the answer. Okay, let's go to 13. I think everybody got 13, right? Let's see. 13. You all have that one right. 13. Now, Chastity, 14. 3 is which of the following?
The what? 3
B-
switch up to 4.
Well, B,
Mm.
okay, this is the equation, okay? And I asked you, the number 3 here is which of the following? Is it a coefficient, a constant, independent variable, dependent variable? Which one? The number 3.
Is it a coefficient or
No, the
constant?
coefficient is a 4.
It's
Number
a
in front of a
constant?
variable. It's a constant. A constant is a number without a variable, and that's the only thing there without
Oh.
a variable, right? So that's
Yeah,
3.
okay.
Yeah, so that should have been answer B. Yeah. I thought you knew that one.
I took it the wrong. Did I?
Yeah, you had
I did.
coefficient, and the coefficient, if I said 4, the 4 is
Alright.
the coefficient of the variable W. Okay,
Got it.
all right. Now let's see, 15. 15, I think you told me A. Let's see, let's go to 15. Now you add these up, right? And add like terms. So you'd have 3x and a minus 4x will give you a minus x. So you can eliminate A because it's got to be a minus x, right? Then you have a 2y
That's a 5 minus.
and you have a minus 2y and a minus 5y.
Minus 7. No.
No, wait, is this correct? Okay, 3z, 5z, that's 5z. I think one of these must have been a 3y. Is this correct?
What is now?
I think one of these is
Yeah,
wrong. It
14 or
wasn't
15. Yeah, 14 or 15.
15.
Yeah, 15. That's that number 14.
No, I'm looking at, no, 14 we just did. That was the,
You just did number 15, number
we
14.
just did number 14. That's where 3 is a constant.
Mm,
Number 15. Let's see, number 15.
Where is she?
Minus
She's all come down. Are you put her to sleep?
3z and 2z is 5z.
How come she's not crying?
One of these y's is probably wrong, I think. 'Cause
We're
it should have
screaming
been,
before.
let's see, 2y, let's, because this doesn't match what I have here. I think this.
maybe, yeah, she's like, no, they there. I want to be there too. I want to be there too.
And then this, we have 3z and 2z will be 5z. And 15, I have C. Yeah, I think one of these y's are wrong. Does anybody have their paper? I don't think I have. Wait, oh, just a minute. I have it right here. Let's see where the problem is. Let's see. It's
So the answer, the problem was
3x
wrong.
minus 2y plus 2y plus 3z plus 2z minus 4x minus 5y. Okay. Yeah, it's 2y, and let's see, 2y, 7, yeah, here we go. 2y, 5y, and a minus 5y is a minus 7y, plus a 2y gives you the minus 5y. Yeah, so this should be C right here. Yeah. So 3x and a minus 4x gives you a minus x. You have minus 2y minus 5y give you a minus 7y plus a 2y gives you a minus 5y. And then you had a 3z and a 2z gives you a 5z. So we're okay. So this number 15 should have been C. Let's WERC. Now, let's see, who had that one? Did everybody have that one right? That was 15. Chester, you had A. You had A, you didn't have C. So you put a minus Z, but see, you had a 3Z and a 2Z added to add the coefficient, you get a 5Z. Somehow you took one of those as a negative and got a minus Z.
Got mixed up.
Yeah, you took the Z, you had, this one's correct. Well, no, this is actually a minus because it's a 3x and a minus 4x and minus, somewhere you got your signs mixed up. But the thing is, you combine the like terms, all the x's with the x's, all the y's with the y's, all the z's with the z's, and you should get answer C. Okay, 16, everybody got that one correct. Absolute value is disregarding the sign. So minus 14, absolute value is just 14. So that would be true. So answer A. Everybody has that one right. Everybody has that one. Answer A. Okay. Now let's go to 17. Latoya, go to mute. Okay, 17, let's see, B. Everybody got that one right. 17 was B. Everybody had that one right. Okay. Answer. Toya, go to mute. Number 18. Latoya, go to mute. Latoya. Latoya, mute your phone, mute your. Okay. Now 18. Let's see, 18. Latoya, you missed 18. What happened?
I think I did 17 wrong. Did I?
17. No, you had 17 correct, Chastity. You had B. You had 17 correct. You want to go through it? You multiply the 2 times the B and you get 2B, right? And then to get the H, then you divide that by the 1M, which is the same as M. That's how you got B. Now, 18, Audrey, how did you do number 18?
This is 23 consecutive numbers such that 3 times. Okay.
3 times the first is equal to 8 more than the sum of the other 2. You had that one right, 18. And so did Chester had that one right. Latoya had that one wrong. Latoya, what happened to you on number 18? Okay, Audrey, how did you do number 18?
Numbers. Consecutive numbers that
Audrey? How did you do number 18? If you have 3 consecutive numbers, they would be in, comma,
in order.
in
Every other
plus 1, right?
In plus
Consecutive, that means they differ by 1. And then you'd have what? N plus 2. All right. So you'd have N, let me just put, okay, I'll just put big N. So those will be your 3 consecutive numbers. N plus 1, N plus 2. Because they're consecutive, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Now, it says 3 times the first number is equal to 8 more than the sum of the other 2. Audrey, how would I write that? 3 times the first number, what would that be? That would be what?
24.
3,
24.
no, 3n.
3n, right, 3n, okay.
and is equal to, so that's what an equal. What is that equal to? What would I write?
And
8 more than the sum of the other two. So the other two would be what? N
n
plus
plus 2.
1
And one,
plus N plus 2. Okay,
n
okay. So it's
plus
N
n.
plus 1. It says 8 more than the sum of the other two. So that would be these two numbers. All right. And 8 more than the sum of those. So let's just do it like this. This is parentheses. Now let's put a parenthesis in
I
front
know we get 36, and I know how we get
this
36.
and put a parenthesis here. And 8 more means you're adding 8. So that's how you translate the words to the math, right? 3 more than the first number, which is n. The sum of the other two, that's n plus 1 and n plus 2. So the sum of these and 8 more. So that's the plus 8. Now, Audrey, what would this give me? Tell me what to write. We have 3n. Okay. Now, n plus 1 plus n plus 2. What is that equal to?
3n
2n plus what? 2n plus 3 plus 8.
is 34.
Right. 2n n plus n plus 3 plus 8. All right. So now what is that equal to, Audrey?
3n.
So let's just take 3n minus 2n.
Mm,
What's
11,
3n minus 2n?
3 minus 2n.
3n minus 2n.
3n. Oh my God, something wrong here. 3n.
3n
Oh my-
minus 2n.
I get shut off. Something wrong.
What's wrong?
Oh my God, my thing get blocked out. I don't
Yeah.
know what happened here.
3 times the first number, that's the 3n,
Oh my
is
God,
equal. That's
Miss-
equal to the next two
I get
numbers.
cut out, Miss Barbara. I can hear you, but I can't see anything. No, something wrong.
Oh, you can't see the screen?
No,
N
something
plus
went wrong.
1 plus n plus 2. And you
No,
told
something
me,
went wrong on my screen.
oh,
Mm.
okay.
Okay.
So you told me n plus n is 2n and 2 plus 1 is 3. So,
3. N plus
and
n.
okay, so,
Oh my God,
what's-
I can't see nothing.
all right, what's, okay,
I don't know what to do.
all right, what's 3 plus 8, Audrey?
11.
All right, so here's what we have here. Just copy that. Okay, 3 plus 8 is 11, so this will be plus 11. Now, if we subtract our 2n from both sides, we get n equals 11. So we know that our numbers start with 11. 11, then add 1, 12, then add 1, 13. Okay, so our answer would be D. I'm sorry, C. Answer C. All right. Subtract the 2n from both sides, you get just 1n equal 11, which is C. I didn't put it in here because I didn't really want it to go. Well, let's see, let's bring this up. a bit.
How's it coming to the end of this problem?
Okay. So right here, subtract
Oh,
2n
I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
from both
I don't know.
sides. Okay, and you'll get one n equals 11. So that means your n is 11, add
Okay,
1
yeah,
to
back on.
11, you get 12. Add 1 to 12, you get 13. Does everyone see number 18?
Yeah,
Okay, and that's how you get C.
Plus 2.
Okay,
It's Barbara,
I
yeah,
didn't
back
get
on.
it,
So let me
Miss
just check it
Barbara.
out. 3n
what's the
n
matter,
plus
Audrey?
1 plus n plus 2
Yeah, these are the three numbers,
Yeah.
Audrey. N,
plus 3n
n plus 1, and n plus 2.
plus 2n plus 3 plus 8.
3 times the first number is 3n.
3n
And then 8 more than the sum of the other two. The other two are n plus 1 and n plus 2. So I have
Mhm.
n plus 1, n plus 2, and then 8 more added to it.
Mhm.
So this can combine your n's. N plus n is 2n.
So 2n's,
1 plus 2 is 3.
3,
Add 3 and 8, you get 11. Subtract the 2n, that would just give you n. So n would be equal to 11. Your first number is 11. Your next one, add 1, 12. And the next one, add 1, 13.
So she says 3n is equals to 2n.
Yeah, 3n equal. I added these n's right here, Audrey. N plus n is 2n. 1
Right.
plus 2 is 3. That's how I got 2n plus 3. And then, of course, I had the 8 to the sum of those, right? And then combine the constants, 8, 3, 11. Subtract the 2n, that just gives you 1n. So 1n would be equal to 11, or n equal 11. So you start your numbers
Yes.
off with 11. So 11, 12, 13.
Mm.
Or you could have just guessed and checked. That's another way.
No, I think I do my different. I just
Okay.
add the numbers from the side and I just
Well, some people just do a
Yeah.
guess and check. They say, well, let me take the
Mm-mm.
first
I
number, that's
add-
27. If
no,
I
I
take
add
10, 11,
13
22,
and 12 and 11. I said
21,
36 and then I divided 36 by 8. I
Huh?
think that's what he did.
what did you do? What did you do, Audrey?
I think I divide 36 by 3 or something like that, or subtract it. I think I add and I get 36. I add 11 and 13 and something else, and I divide it. I subtract it from 36. I take out 36 and then I subtract it. I did it on rough paper.
Oh, you added, you just picked
Okay,
one
I
of these
think
and
I
added
36.
it? You just picked one of these answers and added up the numbers?
Something like that.
Well,
I went through all the answers.
oh, okay. Yeah, you can go through all the answers. That's another way of doing it, because it says 3 times. So if you say 3 times 8 is 24, and then you add 9 and 10, 19, add 8 to it, that's not going to be
That's
equal.
not-
So you can
right.
eliminate that one. Then you can say 9, you take this one, 3 times 9 is 27, 10 and 11 is 21, add 8, that's not 27, that's 29.
9, right.
And then when you get to this one, you say 11. Okay, if I take 3 times this one, I get what? 33. Then I
33.
take 12 and 13, 25, add 8,
Add
I get
8.
33. So I know that's
Yes.
the one. That's another way of doing it. Just
Yeah.
take the numbers and plug them in and see if it comes out. Yeah,
Right.
so that's one way, another way of doing it. Okay, so we're gonna stop here, but I want you to text me the answers to,
The homework.
yeah, you had 18, 19, 20, and 21
Mm-hmm.
on our worksheet number 5. So text me the answers to 18,
I thought it was
19, 20, and 21. Let me show you those, okay? And we'll
sure
finish
that was
up.
it. I thought it was 20 something. I think it was. Let me see.
No, wasn't
remember
it?
that was it.
I wrote down 18,
Yeah, wait, let me
19,
see.
20, and 21.
Well, I had that. I had
Okay,
26,
let me
27,
do,
and 28.
okay. And we'll finish up, let's see, 18, 19.
She said 18, 19, and 20. I
We'll
thought we did
finish
that
up
with
the
her.
test next time. 19, I think.
I thought we did that with
everybody-
her.
What, the other ones? Okay. So we have 19 through 23 to finish up on the test. But let me do a new share to make sure.
What you said, Miss Barbara, to do now 20?
Well,
you said
let me go to new share.
What you say is the answer. What you say is you want to do now 19 and what?
Okay, let me go here. I said, the ones I had for today, we didn't get to, I wanted you to do, that's 18. 18 right here, college algebra number 5. Do you see this sheet?
Yeah,
Okay, 18, 19, 20. Okay, 18, 19, 20, and 21. Did we do those?
I think we do that already
I
now.
think
She
we
said
did
it.
those because I have it on here. Okay,
Yeah, she
right.
said last
Yeah, we
last
did
week
those.
she said-
18,
last week she said
19,
do
20.
26, 27, and 28. That's what she said last week.
Okay, yeah, I'm just looking here. We did those before. 21.
She said do 26, 27, 28, and
Yeah,
29.
you're absolutely right. I'm looking here because there's the answers here. 24.
She said 26,
Okay.
27, 28, and 29. That's what she said what to do.
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking, we did these before. Okay, 26, 27.
28
Okay,
and 29.
26, 27, 28, and 29. Okay,
Yes, that's what you said for homework last week.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. You're right. So those, I want you to text me the answers to before next week.
Come here, Dan.
Okay.
Okay? All right,
Is this
so
on the
long, everybody. You did well on the test. Keep up the good work.
Thank you for your help. It's so easy.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right,
Bye-bye.
thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.